Hey, this is Sam Stone with Den of Geek here at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, here with Marc Bernardin and Tiffany Smith to talk about all thing He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Golly, guys, you've been part of this, like, Eternia for a long time now. Like, when you look at everything, both as a fan and that the stuff you've gotten to contribute yourselves to the wide world of He-Man and She-Ra and the Princesses of Power and everything, like, how many pinch-me moments have you had across this entire ride?
The craziest one was I wrote this line in dialogue. It was the dumbest joke in the world, and it was something about Skeletor looking around at this boat he was on. He was like, "Oh, this would look good. We should paint this gray, a lovely gray." And I'm like, "It's a stupid joke. It's never going to make it." The next time I saw that episode, it's Mark Hamill saying that dumb joke, and I texted Kevin Smith, showrunner. I was like, "You kept the joke?" He's like, "I fought for the joke, dude. Like, it was never not going to be in the episode." So the fact that Luke Skywalker, my hero as a child, said the dumb joke that I wrote in a fit of, like, alcohol and methamphetamines, and it remained in the show, is the single weirdest moment of my entire career.
I mean, I think a very pinch me moment is being here at Comic-Con right now. I just did a signing today for the Andra comic book. I grew up reading comics and getting to be a part of the Masters of the Universe world. There's a picture of me from 2nd or 3rd grade where I was holding a She-Ra action figure in my class photo. Because for whatever reason, I was like, I am going to school with this action figure and it's going to be in my photo. And then to be here at Comic-Con and have a signing where people waited in line to get wristbands for a comic book that I wrote about a character that I got to voice because amazing writers and friends wrote this character. It's definitely a crazy pinch me moment.
And create this character. I mean, you know, that was something that really added to the mythos in a big way with Revelation. And yeah, let's talk about the comic book. Out September 17th from Dark Horse Comics, artist Adriana Mello. How was it kind of exploring that and like, let's dig deep into the Lieutenant here?
I think the really cool thing was that, you know, I remember the first time I went into the studio, there was obviously an audition process that was nerve-wracking and stressful and scary. But the first day after I got the role and I went into the studio, I remember Kevin Smith was on Zoom because we were recording during the pandemic. So I wasn't in the studio with people, but he was just like, this character is you. She's the fan, just amplified. So I already kind of felt like I knew who she was. So getting to do 2 seasons of this character, then getting to write her, I think she was already really ingrained in who I am. And getting to hear her voice through all of the writers helped that much more. It was stressful and scary, and there were definitely calls to Mark and Tim Sheridan and a bunch of the other writers on the show and comic book friends that I have just to help walk me through the process, because I think anytime you try and do something creatively that's new, it's terrifying. And I've definitely learned over the years that there is a similar feeling when you feel scared or excited in your body, and then just try and push through it as much as you can. And that was a lot of the process with writing this comic book. There were definitely calls to friends where I was like crying and being like, I don't think I can do this.
None of us think we can do it.
Yeah.
We just get to do it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a little bit of the process.
Well, and Mark, I mean, you've been doing comics for a long ass time now. I mean, like with, you know, Image or Top Cow or anybody, like when you get to do things like screenwriting, both in animation and live action, which you've also done, or comic book screenwriting, which I feel like is like you're also like storyboarding at the same time. And doing math. Like, how has it been, like, you know, getting to explore all these different avenues and all these different possibilities of the medium through writing?
It's the dream I never knew that I really had. You know, as a young nerd growing up, you're just like, I just love this stuff. I love reading this stuff. I love watching this stuff. The distance between me at like 11 and getting to do it was a vast gulf that there was no way to traverse. But to get to play in these worlds, to get to write a Star Wars, to get to write a movie that we had an actress from Star Wars in, to get, you know, Deepest Darkest, to get to work on He-Man, to get to work in Wakanda. Like, Eyes of Wakanda was the show that I left He-Man to go and do, because when Wakanda calls, you have to answer. To get to play in all of these universes that I loved as a kid is the single most surreal thing out of my life.
Again, on September 17th, check out He-Man Master of the Universe Revelations, the Lieutenant Andra special, available through Dark Horse Comics. And of course, watch all things He-Man over on Netflix. This has been Sam Stone with Den of Geek here at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Mark, Tiffany, thanks for spending the time.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Ching, ching.
I was like, what are you doing? Swords.
Swords.